Greetings! I present the Rekin Systems 3D production module. Trigger output. Today I'll show you an interface of a trigger function. There are two types of triggers in the application, a simple one that allows full-screen media display and an advanced one. The advanced mode has been prepared to allow you to program in an easy way a list of functions available in the application. After pressing a single button, it is possible to perform one function after another. This episode will be dedicated to advanced triggers concerning the use of output. We open menu Options and Configuration. A configuration window opens with 10 trigger buttons. I choose the first one, F1, and from a list on the right I choose Advanced Mode. An empty list appears to which we can add the application's functions one by one. An Add button is located above the list. I will choose Output Select Preview, which is used to change the main mixer's button for the preview window. On the right side we can find parameters of a given function's settings. From the available list we select one of the buttons, Camera 2 for example. I can test each function individually. I select the function on the list and press Test Command button. A button for a full-screen view from Camera 2 has been selected and has lit up green. We can control the state of the main mixer depending on the entered parameter. Let's turn Test Command function off, returning the mixer to its previous state. The next function, called Output Select Program, has a similar effect. S. It is used to change the main mixer's button for the program view window. From the available list, I choose one of the buttons, Camera 1 for example. We call upon the trigger by pressing F1 key. A button for a full-screen view from Camera 1 lights up red, while the one for Camera 2 green. If these are VC buttons, the mixer's status for camera's shots also automatically changes below. I will now add another trigger function to F2 key this time. From the list on the right I choose the Advanced mode. I choose Output Transition Auto from a list. As a parameter on the right I will set a time of transition between preview and program. In the settings we can indicate time and number of video frames depending on the selected format of system output. Smooth transition will be signaled in the production module by a T-bar's movement. We can call upon the trigger by pressing F2 key. The T-bar is set in motion and the value in the transition time control field has changed. After completing the transition, the main mixer's buttons have switched places. If the VK100 keyboard is connected, after completing the transition, the application's T-bar will set its position to match the one on the physical keyboard. Let's repeat F2 trigger. We can make an immediate transition with a trigger. For F3 key, I will set again the Advanced mode. From a list of available functions, I choose Output Transition Take. It has no settings parameters. I will execute the trigger with F3 key. The position of the application's T-bar has changed. There were almost immediate changes to the main mixer's state and to program and preview sections. There is yet one more function in the section devoted to system outputs. I will program it to F4 key in the Advanced mode. It is Output Transition Fade to Black. It is used in emergency situations. In case of complications in the studio, it is possible to cover all the video and the DSK layers on the program view with a blackboard. For F4 key with a check, we set Enabled option as active. It will turn Fade to Black on. I will add the same function to F5 key, this time with Enabled option unchecked. F5 trigger will turn the blackboard off. In an emergency situation, it is also important to mute all sounds coming from the studio. When Fade to Black is triggered, the main audio output is muted. I will now press F for trigger key. Execution of fade to black causes a smooth transition to black which lasts 1 second. A highlighted button indicates a black board in the program stream. The output is muted, which is signaled by a volume level bar. I will now press F5 key and turn this function off. There will be a smooth transition to the program stream with a time of 1 second in accordance with the mixer's state. The sound has been restored at the output, which is signaled by a volume level bar. Thank you.
Wrecking. Keen on record.